Hi guys, we're going to keep moving on into lesson 9.2. This is still working on division with fractions, but this time we're going to draw pictures to show our answers. Okay, so go ahead and starting with the step in. It says Ryan has two 1-quart pitchers of milk to pour into some cups. Each cup holds 1/4 of a quart. How many cups can be filled? What division equation represents this problem? So after reading that problem, I know I've got two numbers that I'm going to be working into that equation. I've got 2 and 1/4. Now I have to ask myself, okay, what am I breaking up? What am I dividing? Well, I know that I'm dividing these pitchers up into different cups that each hold 1/4, and I want to figure out how many cups can be filled. So I know I have 2 whole cups, and I'm dividing that by 1/4. Okay? And then when I figure that out, that should give me my answer. I'm going to use this up here to show you guys how to draw pictures. Okay, so I know I've got 1 quart and then another quart, and I want to see how many cups I can fill that each hold 1/4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break up these into fourths. Now remember, if I draw 3 lines, that gives me 4 pieces. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know if I broke up this quart into fourths, I'll have 4 pieces or 4 separate pieces. Same with this over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so write the completed equation here. So I know I took 2 divided by 1/4. Now to get my answer, I just need to count how many I had total. Well, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I were to break up these 1-quart pitchers of milk into cups that could only hold 1/4, I would be able to fill 8 different cups. Okay, it might make a little more sense if we keep moving on and try one of these step-up problems. It says each large rectangle below represents 1 hole. Shade the number of the hole shapes. Then draw lines to split each shape into parts to match the fraction. Complete the equation. It sounds tricky and like a lot of work, but it really isn't, and you guys will get the hang of this. It says shade 5 whole shapes. How many thirds are in 5? Okay, so I'm going to start by doing what it says. It says shade 5 whole shapes. So I'm going to do my best, guys. You know I'm terrible at this. So 1, 2, oh gosh, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I'm breaking that up into thirds because I'm doing 5 divided by 1/3. So I'm going to go ahead and divide that up into thirds, which they've already started those lines for you. You can just continue them. Perfect. Okay, so now I have to count how many pieces I have in total. So how many thirds do I have? Well, I have 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. My answer there, oh gosh, would be 15. I want you to go ahead and try this problem on your own. I will get you started on this problem right here. You're using the same thing that you did over here, but now you're just trying to figure out what the equation is. So it says 5 loaves of banana bread are cut into fourths. How many pieces are there? So now I know I'm taking 5 divided by 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to start like I started over here. You're going to shade in 5. Let me get that going. Shade in 5. 1, 2, oh my gosh, 3, 4, 5. I did my best, guys. And then you're going to break them up into fourths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I'm sorry, there's 4, 8. 2. This is probably painful to watch. I'm so sorry. Now you have to count how many fourths there are. So here's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So I know my answer here is 20. So I'm going to have you guys go ahead and try that problem, and then I'm going to walk you through this one right here. So it says use multiplication to check these answers to division problems. So the original problem was 4 divided by 1/5 equals 20. So if I want to figure out if that's right, all I have to do is I have to take this number and multiply it by the fraction. And then if I get 4 as my answer, then I know I got the problem right. So I'm going to take 20 multiplied by 1/5, or 1/5 multiplied by 20 is what they have. Okay? And to multiply fractions, you just multiply straight across. So 1 times 20 is 20, and 5 times 1 is 5. Now you guys probably noticed that's an improper fraction, so you have to ask yourself, how many times does 5 go into 20? And you probably recognized it's 4. So that's how they got that answer. Okay, so I want you to try B, C, and D. So technically you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 problems to do. If you want to, I would like you to try solving these on Nearpod. That way I can see your work. At a bare minimum, if you would, please just type your answers into the slides if you're not doing Nearpod. So just to reiterate, if you're doing Nearpod, you do not have to type your answers onto Google Slides. If you don't do Nearpod, you do need to type your answers onto Google Slides. That way I can see your work. All right, good luck, guys. Email me if you need help.